Hey everybody, I am going to share with you today one of my top strategies for dealing with fear. There is a lot of fear in the air right now, and it makes sense because collectively we are dealing with so much uncertainty, more collective uncertainty than most of us have experienced in our lifetimes. So working with fear to me begins with recognizing that we have different parts of our psyche. We have different energy patterns or tendencies within this thing we call our mind. So we have our overarching self, our wise, knowing, intuitive, expansive self, but we also have these subpersonalities such as the inner critic, or there can be multiple inner critics, and the inner child you hear a lot about. And when we recognize that we have this tender, vulnerable part of the inner child, that to me is really a key aspect to working with fear. Because instead of being identified with that child who is usually the one who feels the most intense fear, that's the part of us that's scared and saying, I don't know what's going to happen. I can't take it. When we recognize that we have this inner child aspect, then we can become the caretaker. We can step into a wise, loving adult role and say, just like we would to a kid, I'm here. I love you. It's okay to feel this fear. Yeah, things are scary out there. And if you just want to curl into a ball under your comforter, that makes sense. There's so much out there. But listen, I got you. You are not alone. I'm here to take care of you. And we can trust that we are going to be okay no matter what happens. We are going to learn and grow from everything that happens. And when we can initiate this inner embrace and every day hold that tender, vulnerable, scared part in our arms and say, I got you. I got you. I'm here. And I see you and I hear you. Then the fear no longer is running the show. We may still experience fears. They may still show up. But we are no longer trapped in the storm of feeling like that fear is all there is. Because we also are stepping into the wise, intuitive, loving self. And we recognize that we are more than the fearful thoughts. We are more than the fearful feelings in our body. And we can take care of the parts that feel scared. So it's not about eradicating fear. It's not about being fearless. It's about taking care of the parts that feel scared. And then recognizing that we are more than those parts. So we're not identifying with just being the fearful, worried, vulnerable human. We can also recognize our expansiveness. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what helps you through fear. And leave me comments, send me messages. And here's to some really loving, beautiful embraces. Bye-bye.